Over the last 3 years, I've been fortunate enough to meet up with two of my best friends, Quincy and Shiva, for an annual girls' trip. 2 years ago, we visited Shiva in Seattle, where she was finishing medical school. Last year, they came to visit me in Washington, D.C., where I live. And this year, we all met up in Maine. After we all landed at Logan Airport in Boston, we grabbed our rental car and set out for Portland, Maine, where we were going to be staying for the next 4 days, but not before grabbing the first of many amazing meals at the Lobster Shack in Algonquin. As soon as we had decided we were going to do our annual trip in Maine this year, I had been looking forward to this lobster roll. I personally love the warm butter lobster roll, but of course, any lobster roll is a good lobster roll. After lunch, we spent a bit more time exploring Algonquin and looking at all the shops before we completed our trip up to Portland. Because both of my friends were coming from the West Coast, they'd taken the red eye, and at this point, they were totally exhausted. I was exhausted myself, so we just ordered in pizza and watched the Noah Kahan Fire Tower sessions that were on YouTube because we're all completely obsessed with his album, and went to bed early. For our first full day in Maine, our plan was to explore Portland a bit and then do some vintage and thrift shopping. And obviously one of the realities on a girls' trip is that sometimes you just need to go to the kitchen to do your makeup so that you're not in everyone's way while they're trying to get ready and use the bathroom as well. But I didn't mind it at all. Not only was the lighting so beautiful in this kitchen, but I felt like one of those celebrities being featured in a My Beauty Secrets Vogue YouTube video, you know, where they're in like a stunningly gorgeous bathroom that's like $1 billion with marble ceiling to floor, and they're showing you how they make one dab of concealer cover their whole face. That's exactly what I felt like, except it was just me staring at myself in a camera, talking to no one. These two beautiful people are our hosts, Sarah, Quincy's cousin, and her girlfriend, Emma, and they took us to a gem of a spot, Miss Portland's Diner, where I got a very classic eggs, bacon, house potatoes breakfast, and then we all split a little bit of French toast. Once we got into Portland, we stopped at Radio Coffee. This is Quincy with her cortado. She always orders this, and they always give it to her in a tiny cup that I think is so freaking cute. Quick breakdown of all of the places we went vintage shopping. First was Haberdashery. That was more upscale consignment, so a really good place to go if you're looking for kind of a lower profile designer piece. Second was Find. That had a lot of like vintage denim, vintage band tees, really high quality leather jackets, stuff that was a bit more edgy and grungy. And then Material Objects is this place, super eclectic, and I think we all found something that we really liked there. My favorite stop was Drift. They do upcycle vintage clothing with dead stock fabric or embroidery, and I just wanted to take honestly everything home. I loved this shirt. It felt a bit too sporty for my everyday wardrobe, but it's been a month later and I'm still thinking about it, so I don't know, maybe I go for it and see if they're selling it online. And of course, you can't go to Portland without going to the LL Bean flagship store. We went to both the furniture store and the apparel store, and it made me kind of sad that I'm not more outdoorsy because the drip that is coming to the outdoor space is incredible. Then we ended our first full day at Maine Beer Company, where we were definitely the last customers of the evening, and I know that because we were the only ones there and they gave us a free pretzel that I'm pretty sure was going to go to waste. Also, no complaints from me because it was the perfect appetizer to our Thai food dinner. And the tour of incredible food in Portland and in Maine just kept going. The next morning, we went to Tandem Coffee, which was recommended by everyone I told I was going to Portland, and I can completely see why. This breakfast sandwich, not hyperbole, changed my life. I don't know what they did with the bread, with the biscuit. It was incredible. It was so incredible that I'm even showing you this terrible video of me eating the sandwich because I just needed to document it for a wider audience. Shiva pointed out that there was kind of a citrusy flavor going on in the sandwich, and I think we came to the conclusion that there was an orange oil egg may have been cooked in. Whatever it was perfect fuel for our Maine Lake Day. As we listened to the Great Divide album for at least the 7th time on this trip, we drove out to Horn Pond, where Sarah's family has this really beautiful lake cottage. We had no solid plans for the afternoon. We just wanted to enjoy this beautiful cottage and enjoy this time we don't get to have very often with one another. And of course, we both got our asses beat by Quincy at Scrabble. For our last day all together, we spent the morning driving into Boston and getting some breakfast downtown. Shiva picked our final activity together because she was leaving a bit earlier than Quincy and I, and she chose to go to the Boston Public Library, which was an excellent decision. It is one of the most stunning places I have ever been. And this might be kind of a random observation, but I loved how busy the library was. I felt like people were making great use of the reading room, the courtyard, the cafe, all the exhibits. It was just nice to see so many people spending casual time in such a beautiful building. That's one of the reasons I love DC. There's so much history around no matter what you're doing. Today was also Quincy's actual birthday, and she really wanted to go to Little Italy. She'd been to Boston before and knew this area pretty well. So we went to dinner at Mama Maria's, and we did not have a reservation, but we got there right when they opened and they sat us at the bar, and we had amazing service and even better food. Spent some time after dinner walking around Little Italy in the rain, chatting and just reminiscing about our trip. One of the special things about doing this once a year is that there seem to be so many changes that can happen from the last time we were all together, but the friendship feels the same. I'm so appreciative of these friendships and all of my female friendship. I feel like the women in my life empower me, make me feel strong, make me feel comforted, and nourish my soul. And being able to disconnect for a couple of days and just focus on those friendships was truly everything to me. And thanks for letting me share that with you too. Bye!